We can.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Sunday, October 19th, 2025, at approximately 11:44 a.m. Thank you for joining Rex Sisters. We greatly appreciate you stopping in. We appreciate your support. Please don't forget to like and comment, subscribe, share, follow if you're out on Rumble. We need as many likes, follows, shares, subscribes, any feedback that you have. Also, if you haven't done so, please join the Discord where a lot of craziness goes on and further discussions on the topics that we discuss are at all hours of the night. It doesn't or end day. It's
Yep,
open
I was up
24
at
hours.
1 in the
Yep.
morning chit-chatting with someone.
Okay. 24 hours a day it's open and somebody is usually available to address whatever topic you might have. So you will see the bot come through to join the Discord. So with that being said, this morning, Crazy B and I probably have spent over an hour trying to get things accomplished. She helped me with my grandson, which that hasn't been resolved yet because the laptop is charging. But yeah, he had his first YouTube video taken down, and I don't think that he'll be recording anytime soon, live,
Well,
that is.
he went live and he got in trouble for going live, basically.
Exactly. And the swearing didn't help either. So,
And trying to
uh,
explain it to him was a bit of a
yes,
process as well.
yes, yes. Being 9 with some learning disabilities is a little bit difficult, but I appreciate her help, and she was extremely patient with him. And yeah, we'll see how that all goes as we get him
One
up and
thing
running.
at a time, right? One
That's
thing at a
her.
time.
That's her saying one thing at a time. Uh, so I woke up feeling still. I've been up since about before 5 o'clock. I woke up, no covers on, curled up in a ball, shivering, and decided that I was still sick. I thought I was
Uh-huh.
getting better yesterday, but I don't know about today. This hopefully medicine kicks in sooner than later. We're on day three, going on day three, so we'll see. But how are you and how are you feeling?
Uh, Other than this weather kicking my butt and just icky, just feeling icky altogether. Yeah, I'm all right for the time being. So we'll
Okay.
call it a good day. It's good
All
enough.
right. That'll work. So we actually, I forgot to mention in the beginning, we're time traveling again, as we like to do, and we are continuing our illegal immigration. However, this portion contains the cartels building a, is that a cell phone network? Crazy B?
Yeah, their own communications. Yeah,
Really? Hmm.
they have their own communication system, like a cell network,
Okay.
and they can
So
communicate without having to pay bills and stuff like that on it.
well, what cell towers are they using? Like, are they using Verizon or AT&T to?
Well, that's the thing about this video. They explain it. They
Okay,
kind of bypassed all that shit.
all right. Let's play it. Let's see what you got.
Well, you're the one sharing it. Do you
Oh,
want to
both
hit the
you. Yeah,
eyeball?
yeah, uh,
I can do it too, but if
yeah.
since you
I
said you
know.
wanted to learn this,
Yeah, I also forgot I'm learning some of this behind the scenes, and just the two things that I've done so far. I'm not so sure. I don't mind knowing how to do it. I don't think I want to do it. So I think the production director, the whatever title Crazy B wants to give herself for the editing director, the editing president, the editing CEO. She got the title. She knows what the fuck she's doing. Ah, I'm
I
not
told you,
quite.
this is why it took so many months to really get the podcast rolling, is because I was learning how to do this crap.
Yeah, is extreme. It's not. I got the gist of it, but I'm telling you, it takes some significant amount of time. And
It takes
so,
some practice to get used
yes,
to.
yes,
And as you get smoother with it, it goes a lot better.
okay.
It
I'm
does.
not,
Just
but like I said, unless you're down and out, I'm not so sure I want to be doing this crap. So
even if
we'll
I
see.
was down and out, you'd still have to be like, okay, now what do I do next?
I'd be calling you. I don't care if she's on the operating table or not. Get her, wake her up. Uh,
uh, it's fun.
okay.
It's all fun. But if you want, I can go ahead and handle the backside of it today, and you can just get
I
the
got
credit.
it.
I'll let
I
you get
think
the
I
credit.
got it. I think I got it.
You got it. Now
I,
all you got to do is hit the let's rewind it to the beginning. There we go.
okay.
Now all you got to do is hit play. Why is it not playing?
Because of course it wouldn't.
Meet the Zetas, the most notorious Mexican
There it goes.
drug cartel ever to share a name with a college sorority. But don't worry, it's easy to tell the difference
Oh,
between the two. One is
definitely going
full
to be
of
laggy.
conniving, ruthless, cutthroat sociopaths clawing their way to the top of a rotting hierarchy, and the other is a drug cartel. When you think of Mexican drug cartels, you probably think of gun shootouts or cocaine snowmen or Netflix series that people keep telling you are good but you just don't have the time to get into. You probably don't think about communications infrastructure. But, you see, that's why you weren't the most powerful drug cartel in Mexico in the mid 2010s. Well, that and because you're a nerd, which I know because you're watching this video. The point is, while you were busy spamming my submissions form with brick video requests, the Zetas were building a secret, private cell network that stretched across nearly all of Mexico. The system starts with low-level operatives working on the ground who are called halcones, which Google Translate tells me is Serbian for halcones. The halcones patrol the streets and suss out important information: the movement of soldiers, location of Mexican police, recaps of Downton Abbey, and actions of rival cartels. Halcones each carry walkie-talkies or radio cell phones set to specific frequencies, which are selected after analyzing the local radio spectrum and avoiding any radio frequency being used regularly by people like cab drivers, police, or scrappy 80s tweens. Once halcones have a message to convey, like police are headed north or soldiers are asleep, their walkie-talkie frequency will be picked up by antenna the cartel has constructed all across Mexico, in trees, on rooftops, on existing communications infrastructure, or on whatever other tall pointy thing they can find. The nearest antenna will both receive and transmit the message, but if it needs to travel further than the immediate vicinity, it'll get amplified by repeaters, many of which are owned by communications companies like Nextel, but which Zetas manage to hijack and reprogram. Basically, repeaters do for radio waves what this channel does for quirky Wikipedia entries. It repeats them much more loudly and aggressively. Specifically, the Zetas use duplex repeaters, which are able to both receive and transmit messages by using different frequencies for each. If you've ever tried using a cell phone before 2005, you'll know that getting widespread coverage isn't easy, and that was certainly the case for the cartel, especially considering that they didn't have this guy to test the network. While installing antenna and repeaters was
I gotta laugh.
Can you hear me now? Well, we do that
Yes, I
all the
love this
time.
channel. I actually
Oh,
like this channel, but the thing that's wild is they literally have gotten away with hacking into Nextel to push the amplification of their messages using walkie-talkies like cell phones.
yes.
Talk
And
about
to think,
frickin' smart.
and to think about people being able to, is that their job? Like I'm getting up to work today to go sit and, have an area that I'm responsible for and, to watch the movement of the police, the soldiers.
Yeah,
the
that's what
whoever,
the Halcones are. They're the
yeah,
spotters.
right? I
And
mean, imagine.
I'm sure they've got, people that are mixed in with the cartels who work at these phone companies and stuff that allow
Oh, yeah,
the hacking to happen.
exactly. Yep, I wouldn't disagree.
And so, yeah, they have their little spotter dudes who get paid. They're the lowest of the level. They're like the janitor of the building.
Right.
And they report to somebody who reports to somebody. And now they have walkie talkie cell service that is free. They don't got to pay for this other
And
than
I
the
mean,
equipment.
right. And think about what goes on the communications. We're
Hmm.
not calling up to see how grandma is.
No. And the thing is it's even more than this. So there's more that they do to help make it more secure. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play and let you see how they actually get even further into the security stuff. It's
I see the
wild.
little play button, but you go ahead and do your thing because
Unless you want to, you can
oh
hit
no,
play.
oh no, I'm not taking your job away from you. Oh no, I got enough work to do. No, nada. I know how to do it now. If you're down and out or you have to take a sick day, I'll know how to do it. But nope, nope, I pass.
I get it. All right,
Thank you.
I'll hit play. It's going to take a minute. There's a lag.
It's relatively easy in cities. To make this network truly cohesive, it had to stretch across miles of jungle in areas like Veracruz, and if there's one thing I know about the jungle, is that it doesn't have a ton of AC outlets. That means that not only did cartel engineers have to build cell towers to get the antenna and repeaters high enough, towers which, by the way, they painted green for camouflage, as green famously cannot be seen by the naked human eye, but they also install solar panels to power the equipment, mainly because they can operate independently, but also because even murderous criminals know not to support the fossil fuel industry. While some of the
Oh
local
my
networks are overseen
god. Hold on, hold on.
and managed by some.
Hold up. They're climate
Oh,
change.
that was freaking funny.
Oh, they're climate change activists. Oh my God, that's rich. That's really
Oh
rich.
my god, that was
Oh, I
great.
can't. Never saw
I
this
love
video.
his humor, and he says it so matter of factly.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I've never seen this video before. It's the first time I'm watching it. Crazy Bee found it, so this is
I
priceless.
did quite a I watched most of it, but I didn't catch everything the first time I watched it.
Right,
And
right.
even in editing, I didn't catch all of it.
That's because you're busy editing it or doing whatever. I do the same thing. I pull research all the stuff I do, and then when I'm reading it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have did this or I should have did that. So I think that's just the nature of the game. Oh,
Yeah,
that's too funny. All
they're
right.
climate activists and,
Yes.
save the trees.
Uh,
Okay, here we go.
woosah.
Semi-autonomous regional
Lag.
command
There
centers,
we go.
the entire system is linked together by a communications headquarters, which we believe was located in a radio shop called V&V Communications located in McAllen, Texas. It's a logical spot, nondescript, near the border, running a semi-legitimate business, and according to Facebook, it has a 5-star rating and 108 likes, which is by far the most likes I've ever seen on the Facebook page for a potential drug cartel communications headquarters. The command center uses commercial equipment from Motorola that can connect cartel members in faraway local networks who need to communicate.
I
Hold
can't
on.
say uh,
The most likes
everybody,
for a
you know,
potential
yeah,
cartel.
anybody that's watching it, they need some more likes. Feel free to go ahead and give them a thumbs up.
No, I don't think so. I think I'd be
No,
reporting them to the feds.
exactly,
Oh,
exactly.
shit. Okay, let's hit play. Oh god, the way he says it is just so
Uh-huh.
if you don't pay attention, you will miss it.
Miss it. Correct. He's similar to the to Sheriff.
Grady Judd.
Judd, Grady Judd, and very similar in his delivery.
Yes.
He doesn't make a big to do about his wording, for you to catch it. So if you're not paying attention, you won't get it.
Yep. Whew, wow. All
Mm-hmm.
right. The lag is going to get on
Kate,
my nerves
as well as
today.
monitor
There
thousands
we
of the
go.
walkie-talkies at once, changing their communication frequencies as necessary, and deactivating them if a Halcone is captured or killed. For security, the cartel runs messages using what's called a digital inverter, which distorts voices. I'll demonstrate now, while I tell you which YouTube creator I hate the most. It's... Man, it was good to get that off my chest. The system was also robust enough that if certain towers were knocked down, info could be routed through others in the network. Basically, it was about as good a cell network as you could get. And because the whole thing was illegal, they didn't waste any money on TV ads with multicolored maps or a spokeswoman the internet develops a creepy obsession with. The system was masterminded by a man named Jose Luis del Toro Estrada, who led something of a cartel geek squad mostly made up of kidnapped communications experts. At
Wow.
last
Hold up.
Wait, they
count,
kidnapped
36
the communications experts to set up their network
Uh-huh.
illegally. What the
Wow.
fuck?
That's messed up. Wow.
Oh my god. Wow.
If you live in South America, or if you're, well, even in North America with the cartel, if you're an engineer, watch your back.
Oh
Because you
shit.
kidnap work on the cell phone towers. Oh my lord.
Wow. 36 engineers were kidnapped and forced to set this up for them.
Wow.
I hope they're still alive. They were released, probably not. Knowing the cartels, probably not. But yeah. Wow. Okay. Um, let's hit play. Get through this. But every few seconds, he says something hilarious.
I know. I know.
engineers have been kidnapped, and there isn't anything funny about that. So instead, here's a picture of a giraffe and an elephant who are friends. In the end, the Zetas network covered nearly 500 miles of the Texas border and went another 500 miles into Mexico before it was ultimately discovered by law enforcement because, of course it was, because that's how we know about it. I mean, you didn't think a YouTube channel that mainly covers weird geography quirks and legal loopholes using outdated memes had gone undercover and unearthed a major criminal conspiracy, did you? A single 2014 operation managed to unearth 167 antennas, 155 repeaters, 71 computers, 166 solar panels and batteries, 3,000 radios and Nextel push-to-talk phones, 525,600 minutes, and of course 500 days of summer. These days, the Zetas are much less powerful, but are still operating, which means it's unlikely their network has been completely crippled. So if any Zetas are watching this video and are mad at me, I want you to know that my name is Devin Stone, I look like this, and any complaint should be directed to the comment section of my channel, Legal Eagle.
Are you familiar with Legal Eagle?
I don't know. Who is that?
Okay, he's a lawyer who has a YouTube channel. He's mostly left leaning when
Oh,
it comes to politics. So
uh-huh.
the fact that he sent the cartels after him instead of himself. Oh my god. Freaking hilarious. I love it. Oh my god, I love it. Small beef probably between the two creators, and that
Probably.
was funny.
That is 500 miles of the Texas border. That is that's
A
pretty
lot.
significant. That's a lot. I wonder what area it covered.
Like most of northern Mexico would probably be covered.
You think northern?
The northern third of the country would probably be covered under that. And that's why
That's
they use the towers and the repeaters to get it through the central and southern parts.
right. Well, now they probably don't care because of their network that they have in North America. Uh, Good evening, everybody. Today is Sunday, October 19th, 2025 at 8:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Crazy B and I are still at it. What have you done today? Lazy asses. No, just kidding. We took a break and we're back at it, and this will be attached to which part, Crazy B?
Part 8.
Part 8. Wow. We've done a lot. Part 8 of illegal immigration. You tell me
Mhm.
what content creator has uh, done anything of that nature. I don't know anybody, do you?
No. But then again, I also don't follow a ton of people on YouTube or Rumble, so I'm not sure.
Well, what about your ex people?
What do you mean?
Like people on X, do you hear a lot about illegal immigration?
I've been busy so much. I haven't even been on X in probably a month,
Wow.
other than when we need to go there for the purpose of the podcast.
Yeah. I have to get up and shut the door because the TV and the telephone over there is awfully loud that I can hardly hear myself think. But
It's not coming through, just so you know. Your
okay,
the
that's good. And
noise reduction is great.
that's cool. And you can leave that in. You don't got to cut it out. They might as well know that we're real working stiffs here in the Rex Sisters.
Mhm.
So Crazy B is, I think, I just finished dinner a little, well, if you call that dinner, I'm not calling it dinner. I'm calling it a stop and stuff my face for a minute. Jekyll and Hyde, you better knock it off. First you went in, then you went out. Then you went in, then you went out. We're not messing around. Mummy's done. But yeah, I was talking about, oh, I need a new chair. This is just not doing his gaming chair. And the cats have literally destroyed this thing. I mean,
You should give it to them, so that way they
uh,
leave
uh,
the other one alone.
no, they destroyed the other one too. Every it doesn't matter what it is. You know, like I'm going to put up the curtains in here for the winter time, and I
Mhm.
guarantee you, we will be live, and I will be hollering at somebody because they're climbing up them. Everything I'm telling you, they need to be let outside, and he doesn't want to, but when he goes away for camp this weekend to close up, these little suckers are going out. And
They'll
whatever
still try to
happens,
climb everything, but
I know,
hopefully not as much.
right? So, how was your day? I appreciate your help, as I mentioned earlier, and
Mhm.
didn't quite manage to get everything working, but it was funny. I was able to get the icons popped up bigger so that you could read. Not only that,
Mhm.
but the letters were so tiny. Those little brown ants that you see scurrying around, the print was smaller than that. I had my face smashed against the screen trying to read what the heck was going on. So I fixed his settings and all of that, and I sent him home with the updates with the one avatar to get started with. I thought that was a good one for him to play around and kind of learn and create, and just to get started, he had something.
Mhm.
And he was smart. Luckily, he brought it down in its case. I did tell him that he needs to make sure that he has a cord with him. You know what I
At all
mean?
times.
Yeah, at all times. So I had that really short cord, that 1 foot cord, which I
Mhm.
gave him. Said that if it was not in the case at all times, he might meet death. And then I gave him that hub that tower hub thing that I really didn't like, that flew all over the place, but he'll think it's a big to do. So I gave him
Mhm.
that. I told him we'll do the microphone thing later this week. And what else? I found his bag that he was supposed to use to carry between the houses, like put your phone in it,
Mhm.
your clothes down, and instead of carrying a Walmart or, you know, grocery bag, that could possibly fall and destroy stuff. So, we're trying to get it together,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
always.
and you and I, and then you made that, well, you helped after you made that, you sent me that DM and I called you, and we will be
Mhm.
having a little bit of a special. We won't go into too much detail, but it is go, you, go, everybody, go. Now quit picking at the door. You were out, you wanted in. You're in, you want out. Get to bed. They're going to drive me crazy. Anybody want two cats, Jekyll and Hyde? Remember, do not name your children or your pets some obscure name, or your dog named Chase, because guess what? He ran away today and Eric had to go find him. Because, what's a leash?
Mhm.
We only have 3 of them. Anyway, I apologize, but they're driving me absolutely crazy. I mean, this has been all day. In and out, in and out. They're worse than the kids. Anyway, I digressed. So, Crazy Bee called and found a strange occurrence that happened with AI, and we will be bringing it the week of October the 21st. So,
Mhm.
probably Thursday or Friday that week, so keep an eye out for it. Well, not actually keep an eye out since we're time traveling. You'll have to go back in time and check that video out because it is a little bit on the wild side. We were quite
I was
surprised.
shocked.
Hmm. Yes, quite shocked. So,
It's funny the things you can find sometimes while you're in the middle of editing a video.
uh,
But yeah.
now what do you need? Because I'm letting you out there and do not come back in. And oh, you hear me?
We can still hear
So
you.
okay, hold on. Go, go, everybody out. Go, Chase, go see Dad. Go. Where's the other one at? See, they're gonna play games. One's inside, one's outside. Okay. You said you couldn't hear the TV, so if the door opens up, oh, here comes the other one. Go, 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 go. Oh my Lord, help me. Okay, we could breathe now. Oh, girl.
If it's not humans, it's the pets.
Oh my Lord, they're all out. The husband is out. I can't hear a thing. Hopefully, watch. They're gonna start knocking on the door. Let me in. Let me in. Meow, meow. Woof, woof. And
But
then,
luckily, they don't carry over, so they can be ignored.
okay, so I can ignore everybody. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna concentrate on us and what we have
Mhm.
to accomplish. All right. So what are you up to right now? I know you're eating dinner, a
Just taking
salad.
the last bite.
Okay. And what kind of salad again did you have? Because I didn't recognize it. Because I
It
don't
was
think I've ever gotten it.
they're usually at Walmart. They're the
Okay.
American style pasta.
American style.
It comes with chicken, tomato, black olive, cheese, and ranch dressing,
I don't think I've
and
ever
noodles.
seen. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that at ours. But then I
Mm.
never looked.
Yeah, we
But you would
usually
think,
get it up by the deli department. Where the
okay,
front of the store where the vegetables
because
and stuff are. They have the little
Yeah.
foods there, pre-made
Yeah.
sandwich stuff and that in the little bowls. Hmm.
Right. Huh.
One of my favorites from there.
Yeah, I'll have to. I really don't make which I enjoy them, which I should probably start making is pasta salads like what you're talking about.
Hmm.
Hmm,
I don't mind pasta. I do love my veggies, but I
right.
also like making like the Greek pasta salads and stuff, where
Yes.
basically you take the ingredients for a Greek salad, beets,
Uh-huh.
black olives, all that stuff, throw them onto pasta, give it a good shake, get some feta cheese on there.
Great.
Perfecto.
We had a very dear friend of ours that passed this this year, and he was Greek, and he made the best olives. And I'm telling you, when he was Eric was there all the time. They were really good friends. We've known him since we were children, actually.
Hmm.
He's the one that had that ice ball stand, and I'm telling you, when he sent them home, there was no comparison to anything that you bought in the store. Just
Yeah.
it was,
Authentic
oh,
homemade Greek food is the best. Anything
oh, and
after that, even the
you
restaurant stuff is not the same as the kitchen
nope,
cooked. I'm
nope.
telling you, those restaurants give you the cheap ass version of how they make it.
Uh-huh. Yes. And so I suggest that you go to a lot of churches do the Greek festival week or whatever, and at least here they do. And that is one of the best places to get homemade Greek food. You know, the ladies
Hmm.
from the church, in various churches at different times make different things. And we would stop and help support them. And I'm telling you, the food is off the chain. So if you haven't done so
Hmm.
already, you can support your community, support your church in any event, Italian Day, Serbian Day. Uh, Not sure about Muslim Day or not, if they do anything for the week. I'm sure they do
I'm not
sometimes.
sure, but I do love Middle Eastern food. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I love Middle Eastern food.
Hmm.
If it's made right. I like
Yeah.
Thai food too. Oh my God, Thai food is amazing.
I'm not crazy about like curry and that. I don't know why, but eh, I could take it or leave it. But all right. So what do we got up for this part?
Okay, for this section, we have a video. I don't remember exactly what it is because we edited this a while back.
Okay.
So it's a wild guess as to what the hell this is. Something about MSNBC, and
Okay.
Trump. So,
Okay.
yeah, I do know this guy is well educated, well spoken. I do enjoy his content when I do come across it. So,
Okay.
there's that. But
Uh,
yeah, just yeah, it is what it is. But I cannot remember what the hell this is actually about. So,
I say let's go for it then.
all right, let's find out.
Okay. Cool.
MSNBC announces a major win for Donald Trump, as over 1.6 million illegal immigrants have already self deported. But instead of celebrating this good news,
Can you stop one
MSNBC is
second, Tracy,
actually
please?
furious. Because, in their words, the American
I know now what this video is about. Could you when is the date on this roughly?
I have no clue. I could tell you when I edited it.
Okay.
Um, this was edited. Oh, come on. My hands are pissing me off today. Stop it. Stop. Hands, stop. Oh my God.
I know I had a little bit of that myself today.
This comes from September 26th.
Okay, so that's not that long ago.
No, it's not.
So we're
So
looking at 1.6 already. So that's significant, I would say.
1.6 what? Like
Million.
oh,
Go.
my God, my brain.
It's okay. Take a sip of your drink. It'll be all right. Hit play. It's
Oh my
okay.
God, I am so sorry. Oh
You're
my
fine.
God.
That's
Okay,
funny.
let's hit play. Oh my God, I'm a dumbass today.
No,
Okay.
you're not. It's fine. You're cool.
Oh,
Uh,
all right.
funny.
American dream is not for American citizens. Instead, they believe the American dream is the entitled right of the third world, and Donald Trump is a vile, immoral dictator for prohibiting their access to it. But make sure you stick around to the end of this video because I have some insane clips coming out of Europe, where the illegal immigrants there are getting so comfortable and so bold that they are taunting Europeans to their face, unapologetically revealing their true intentions, which are to invade their country, become the majority, and replace Western culture with radical Islamic Sharia law. Thank God Donald Trump put a stop to that in America. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 400,000 subscribers. But let's start by listening to MSNBC talk about how the American dream is actually for illegal immigrants.
Turning back to the U.S. now, amid President Trump's aggressive immigration crackdown, a new trend is emerging among migrants who once sought that American dream. Many are now self-deporting or ending their journeys to the U.S. in what a new Rolling Stone article calls the Great Reverse Migration. Some migrants, despite traveling thousands of miles to reach the U.S. border, are turning around, seeking new lives elsewhere after hearing about the fallout from the Trump administration's new policies.
Oh, so they were smart and they decided that it was better than getting deported and never having a chance to come back.
Correct.
MSNBC sounds really disappointed about that.
Don't they?
They sound so disappointed that these illegals chose to halt their progress to come here illegally and do things the right way.
Correct.
How is that okay? That they're
I know
sad about it.
that exactly. How he's done something wrong when over half, I believe, of the country wanted this to occur. Correct?
Yeah,
Wanted them
I
gone.
wanted it.
I do.
It was
You
my
know I
main
do.
reason for voting for him was to protect us from the criminals and the cartels and the other people like that.
And my issue has to do with the American people and
Mhm.
the taxpayer funding the illegals. And every area, if you follow us, you've heard me on the soapbox, every single area that you can name is messed up in this country and needs fixed, from education to veterans to our seniors to our homeless people to our people who are food deprived. Housing is an issue, education is an issue. When the American people in this country moves up in the stats, you know what I mean? From the bottom of
Mhm.
education to number one, or at least in the top 10, for Pete's sake. Could we be in the top 10 on some things?
It's
Please.
been a long time,
Yes, except for probably being warmongers. We're probably number one in that, in the,
and we're good at sticking our nose where it doesn't belong.
correct. We're number one in that, probably. So if once the American people in this country, everybody has. Oh, geez. Oh, bug. Oh, what do I have to kill it with? I don't have shoes. Oh, where'd it go? Oh my God! Luckily, it didn't run on me. Hold on. This is like urgent. Where'd he go? Oh shit! Hold up. Wait a minute. Where I don't even have my bleach spray that I usually carry. I have no. Oh, what is it? What kind of bug is it? All I saw was burn. Oh God. Okay. All right. This is as bad. This is bad. This is not good. Hold up. Anyway, when the United States can rid bugs out of homes, everybody wants to move into the oasis. Ah! Is that it? Oh, hold on.
I'm
Oh,
so
no.
glad this is being recorded.
Oh, no. You better not be. Where'd he go?
I can't stop the recording because we're in the middle of doing a recording and
Hold on. I got a box. Hold on a second. Let me see. Is this it? I don't know what. I can't see back here. Well, that's something that I hit that squished. I don't know what it is. It's probably an M&M or some shit like that. I was moving boxes. Guess what I found? I didn't want to say right now. I was going to tell you after the show, but guess
an
what I
eight-legged
found?
spawn of Satan.
No, I didn't, but I found the dongles for the other mics in the
Oh my
medicine box.
God.
Yes, I did. So hopefully somewhere I don't the mics are in the drawer somewhere, but what the hell? Where'd it go?
Hey, at least you have them. So next
Oh
time you
my
don't
gosh.
have to.
My feet, my oh gosh, my feet are over the air vent from the furnace. And he turned the furnace on yesterday, so anything that's in the frickin' vents is
Is
now
running.
working. Yes, is running because it's too hot for them, which means I probably should be well, I should be in the beginning anyway, but I should be wearing shoes.
I have only been saying that for how
I
long?
know. I know because of my injury. I know I'm supposed to be permanently having shoes attached to my feet,
Well, and
but
because of the neuropathy.
I know that's how I got hurt in the first place, but my feet
Yeah.
hurt all the time to begin with. So I don't know where the
Even
frick did.
house
Oh,
shoes, like those memory foam slippers, but they have the hard bottom, would be
yeah.
perfect.
I can't wear things that slip on. They have to like have a back
No,
and stuff too.
yes, they make them with a back, the full on like house shoes.
Oh,
Not the
I
slip,
didn't.
not the little thong type flip flop slippers, like actual
Okay,
house
you'll
shoes.
okay. You'll have to send me a link of what you're
Okay.
talking about. Anyway, there's probably going to be additional screams because I'm not sure what happened back there in the corner. But we shall see. He came up
Mhm.
from the air vent, whatever it was. I don't know if he was a spider or what the hell it is, but it's something. Hmm.
But it was
Okay.
cozy warm where it was.
I think it was too hot. So,
Well, that's why it had
uh,
to move. It was cozy warm until
right,
y'all turned on the furnace. I mean,
right,
how dare
right.
you evict the spiders and the bugs with by turning on the furnace? You should freeze for the
I
bugs.
right. We did have the when he was remodeling in the pantry, he didn't have the furnace vent, the one vent closed up. And Jekyll and
Uh-huh.
Hyde decided it would be a good thing to go down there and get into the
Oh, I
furnace. Yeah,
remember when that happened. I remember
yep,
that.
yep. Remember? Huh? Yeah.
Yes. It took him a good
And,
couple hours to get him out.
yes, and it took a long time for him to get it covered up. So
Uh-huh.
yeah. So now there's a board there with the freezer on it, so they cannot get there. They go in the pantry when I open up the door and longingly look in that area like, we used to be able to get down in there and get uh cause trouble, but all right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's all good.
I'm stressed, man. I am my heart is you know me. I'm
Uh,
kind of yeah, uh-huh. Okay.
entertaining. It's entertaining to
Yeah.
say the least.
Okay. All right.
Hey,
One of these
what, hey,
hey,
you will get your chance because
I
it's fall. The spiders are coming out, and I may shriek and throw something and holler for help while I'm
I know.
petrified on my bed,
I
and it'll
know.
be all
And you
caught.
I know. It'll be entertaining, so payback.
Dinkelman was there the last time one happened.
Oh,
Hmm.
was he?
We
Okay.
were in
We'll
voice
see.
chat. on one of the servers with a couple other
Yeah.
people, and I screamed bloody effing murder and started throwing things at it. And
Uh,
I learned from my kids, and they said it took off. And I had to sleep that night, not knowing where the fuck it went because they were too lazy to look for it and kill it.
uh-huh.
I'll
Yep.
even tolerate them taking them outside. I'm okay with
Well,
that.
every bug that although I didn't tell this bug this because it is kind of embarrassing, but every insect or bug, anything in the insect family that I encounter, with the exception of that sick thing, praying mantis, and sometimes the wolf spider, everything else I tell them, look, I told you the rule in the house. As long as I don't see you, you may live. Once I see you,
Mhm.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It's not my fault. You came out.
Yep, they need to stay hidden, and they need to not
Yes.
bite me. I am perfectly okay with them living here. Just don't bite me, don't get in the way, and we're good. We're
Uh-huh.
good. Just mind your own damn business in the corner. Not my
Exactly.
corner, any other corner.
The corner.
So,
I agree. All
mhm.
right.
Okay, let's.
All right. Let's continue.
This is fun.
I love it.
There's new polling out there showing how nearly 50% of Hispanics now no longer believe there is an American dream, that it's disappearing or no longer exists in 2025.
Oh,
Oh,
the
they're
great
fucking right.
tragedy that people who break into our country don't think it's worth it anymore. The Democrats have no shame in admitting that they think the prosperity and the wealth of America belongs to the rest of the world. The Democrats still don't understand that the American people saw the Biden administration orchestrated importation of 20 million people into our country, funded by the taxpayers and then sustained by the taxpayers, as the biggest middle finger they've ever received. At a time when Americans were saying housing is too expensive, groceries are too expensive, energy is too expensive. We are not optimistic about our future. The American dream that our parents, that our grandparents got to experience seems like it's fading away from us. And instead of trying to fix that problem for their own citizens, the Democrats said, well, that's just too bad. The American dream now is actually reserved for the entire third world. And they don't even have to wait in line to come here to get it. We'll take your tax dollars and get them here and then pay to keep them here. Americans can't have kids because it's too damn expensive. But the illegals that come here, they have 3, 4, 5, 6 kids because every aspect about their life that average Americans find unaffordable is paid for by the government. Under the Democrats, the Americans were literally funding their own eradication. And as I'll show you in these crazy videos from Europe later, that's exactly what these migrants plan to do. They're not even hiding it anymore. But let's hear MSNBC say that despite this being the most sad and tragic situation ever, because oh my God, poor immigrants, this is actually a major win for Donald Trump.
You are reporting on what is a massive reverse migration that's happening. These people who had traveled north, risking their lives, seeking the American dream, looking at America as the promised land,
Oh,
are now
shut
turning
up.
around.
I
They're
can't
risking their
stand
lives
her.
to go south. How significant is this?
It's huge. Look, I think if you're the Trump administration, this is a win. No, you see the southern border, you see the Darien Gap, and you see a story that's very simple. Migration has plummeted, right? During Joe Biden, in the peak of 2024, you had 3,000 migrants per day, Anna, crossing the Darien Jungle, attempting to reach the United States. In June 2025, you know how many people crossed the Darien Jungle? 10. And so if you're Trump, you are completely celebrating the situation.
This is the problem with the Democrat rhetoric, that America is a country of immigrants. It implies that our love and
All
consideration and
right.
compassion.
Go ahead.
You know what? I'm not celebrating. I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy for the people that came here and have to go back. I'm not
I
happy
wish
that
it
they
would have
have.
never happened in the first place.
Exactly. But I'm not happy that they have to go back. I
I
mean,
wish
I
they would
don't
have
want
come
them here.
legally.
Correct. They should have come through the ports of entry if it was a legit claim. Okay. But the fact that they're being sent back, I'm not jumping up and down going, ooh, we won. Ooh, we won. All
Yeah.
right? I have a heart. I have compassion. I'm sorry your country fucking sucks and you got to come here to
Well, they
think that
let
you
their
were
country get to shit, and their
yeah,
ancestors and the generations before them let it go to shit. So, I mean, technically not my problem. Y'all need to do better.
so for them to say, that we're
They're acting
jumping
like we're rejoicing in it.
exactly, exactly. And we're not. I'm not at least.
I'm not. I'm glad something's being done to protect us, but I'm not glad it had to come to this.
Correct. And it's about time that people are either being self-deporting or that they're going on their own. I mean
Yep.
that
They're
ICE
heading
is having
back and not even trying to come
yeah,
forward.
correct. They're either not coming, they're self-deporting, or ICE is picking them up and sending them back.
Yep.
Yep,
It's about time, but it's still, and again, this is not something to be celebrating. It
correct.
it's not a win or a lose situation. It's a this should not have happened. Why are we fixing someone else's fuck up?
Right. Yep,
That's the way I see it.
I agree.
But like I said, I voted for border security. That was my
Yeah,
priority.
right. That was pretty much number one for me.
Yep. Uh, come on, finger. Oh,
should
come
be
on. There
directed
we go.
outwards instead of inwards. Oh, they risk their lives to come here, so we have to be nice and let them in. Actually, they have a right to come in here. Not only is their immigration policy anti-American, but it's also uncompassionate, which is the supposed Democrat justification for this madness. I mean, when you just announce that the border is open, it sparks all kind of humanitarian crises. People walking thousands of miles through jungles, through deserts, and dying. 500,000 kids being lost and trafficked. 1 out of every 3 women experiencing sexual assault. 3 to 10,000 people per day overrunning the ports of entry, leaving massive gaps in the border where then the drugs, the guns, the terrorists come through. And then, once they get into the United States, you have to deal with the problem of where are these people going to go? It overruns housing, it overruns schools, it overruns hospitals. And when you have 10 illegal immigrants staying in a house together, all receiving government assistance, the landlord can justify charging higher rents that then price the actual Americans out of the market. But MSNBC doubles back and continues talking about how this is just so unfair to the poor illegal immigrants.
Yes, people aren't going north, they're going south. And through that journey south, there are thousands of migrants that are letting go of something that I believe is the key asset of this country, and that is this American dream. And so the question is, what happens if you have generations of immigrants that stop looking north, that are looking for whatever they were searching for in the United States elsewhere? And I'll give you numbers very quickly just to really start understanding this trend. Right after Trump is inaugurated, in January and February of 2025, you had 3,000 US-bound migrants that were waiting in limbo in Mexico that were asking for the United Nations for help to help them relocate back to their homelands. Fast forward to June 2025, you have almost 8,000 migrants that are going from Panama to Colombia, going south. So these numbers may seem small, but they're getting larger.
What happens if generations of migrants don't decide to come here? Well, that means the resources of America can be spent bettering the lives of actual American citizens. The American dream should be achievable to Americans before we open it up to anybody else. The Democrat conflation with illegal and legal immigration is so disingenuous. If you come here legally on a visa, that means you already have a job. That means you might have a business. The moment you come here, you aren't relying on government assistance and you are instantly a net positive. Not only does unfettered illegal immigration overrun the capacity of our infrastructure and make everything more expensive for the people here, but these people come with nothing. So the government has to fund their existence. So we don't have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people just living on the street and dying. And then they'll try to make an economically sound argument saying, well, who's going to pick all of our crops? Who's going to work as the maids at the hotels? Who's going to do all the
I have
hard,
all the
grueling, laborious
answers.
jobs that Americans are too good to do? Okay, so you're advocating for an illegal
Come
indentured
on,
servant class.
pause. Okay, so what you do is you start letting kids hold part-time jobs again,
Yep.
especially in the summer.
Yes.
There is nothing wrong with children holding paper routes. There is nothing wrong with children helping on a farm because you know what? The farmers' kids can get out there and do it. Anyone in the neighborhood of the same age can get out there and do it.
Yep.
That's my thoughts on it. I'm not saying
There's
slave labor the kids and have some fair labor
no,
laws,
but
but
and we talked
keep them
about
busy.
yeah, using veterans, using
Hmm.
seniors, using what about the old chain gangs? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Get
our
you
jails are
know,
full of people that could physically
exactly.
actually work. And we do have,
Yes.
a lot of, even like in my small town, um, of like, I checked the recent population of my town. I decided to check it. It's
Right.
like 10,000 people right in town within the city
Okay.
limits. There
Okay.
are 10,000 people. We are so small. Um, so what, we have a jail and they put some of those people to work cleaning up the roads and cutting the grass alongside the roads.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Should. Saves on
I know.
cost.
Tell me about it.
So, yeah, there's a lot of people who would love to work.
Yep.
I would love to be able to put my kids to work. Anyone want to hire them?
Yeah.
We're
How
having a
about
hard time down here getting somebody to hire them.
yeah, anybody that is on unemployment, right? How many thousands
Hmm.
of people are unemployment? Give them a job.
And I don't want to hear Americans don't want to do that kind of work.
I
Bull
know.
crap. These
Right.
farmers, and I will say there are some who take advantage of illegals. There are
Correct.
some.
Right.
They will intentionally not hire Americans, lose the applications and stuff like that, just so they can hire cheaper labor. I will
Right.
say they get exploited big time. So, yeah, there are Americans who want to work on these hands-on hard labor jobs.
Right.
I call bullshit if you're telling me that no one's applying for it. I can tell you for a fact there are a lot of Americans who apply for these jobs, not only in farms but like on the picking the fruits and vegetables and the cleaning of the hotels. There are
Right.
plenty of American people who would do that. The problem is nobody wants to hire them because it costs too much, so they try to get the illegals to take those jobs because, it's cheaper.
They can pay them. Right. Or they pay them under the table or yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Yep.
It's not okay. It's not. Oh, gotta love the American people that take advantage of things and then lie about it publicly. So
Yes.
it's misconstrued. And
Yes.
yeah, I could tell
And
everyone for a
so
fact there are plenty.
right. And so, this video, you might see it maybe, 2 months from the editing date, but it's still applicable. It still happened.
It's still
1.6
relevant.
million, still relevant. Everything that he's saying is everything that I'm saying, plus a couple other things. Think about the healthcare effect. They don't have PCPs. They're going to the emergency room, using the emergency room as a PCP. Hence, I told you the hospitals and the insurance companies will never lose money. And what
Nope.
happened? Those
We
costs
get
are
the
being,
bill.
yes, ma'am, and they're being passed on via Obamacare in the exchange. The Obamacare, well, we can talk about that later, but that's a joke. Uh,
Uh-huh.
the whole system for what illegals get is so much more than just the average American gets. And I want
Mhm.
somebody to tell me why. Is it truly because they want the vote? Is that it?
I think it's a combination of that and, Barack Obama causing the racial tensions the way he did got
Yes,
people thinking, there's too many of these pale people running around. Let's outnumber them.
yes, because
I
isn't
do think
it
that is part of it.
yeah, didn't Joe Biden say something to that effect? I thought I had a
Um,
video. He said something to the effect of, he didn't want to see any more of the pale people, I believe.
I
I'll double check that, and I have that down as I'll double check that source because I do believe there was a statement that he made regarding that it was his plan. The reason why he let in so many people was to change the racial,
demographics.
yes, the demographics of the United States, and he has was successful in that. He might have sucked at everything else, but he was definitely successful with that.
Well, he had a lot of people backing him up on it. The self-hating white liberal middle-aged or college-age idiots,
True.
the ones that
Okay.
believe the lies that we only do that because everybody oppresses us. No, you do that because you just don't want to do hard work and you want everything handed to you on a silver platter because you think that's what happened to every white person because some jackass told you that was the case.
Right, right.
Yeah. But hey, it's life, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's hit play.
Class that gets paid slave wages and doesn't have any labor rights. And we have to let in all these global South brown people because these jobs are perfect for them. Like they're literally advocating for race-based slavery and then claim they're the party of compassion and empathy and human rights. But now let's go across the pond and check in with Europe because this is a glimpse of what America was about to turn into if Donald Trump did not get elected. Here's a Muslim immigrant in Germany proudly telling the reporter on camera their plan is to become the majority of Germany and then institute Islamic Sharia law. Take a look.
Die sagen, ich will hier keine Scharia in Deutschland. Das ist Schwachsinn. Jeder, der sich,
Den Islam verändern. Du bist für authentischen Islam, so wie er ist.
jeder, der sich als Muslim bezeichnet, muss die Scharia wollen auf der ganzen Welt. Ich will die Scharia in Deutschland auf jeden Fall.
Würdest du die deutsche Verfassung aushebeln, wenn du die Gelegenheit hättest?
Auf jeden Fall.
Okay, danke. Fall.
Wie zum Beispiel? Wie könnte man jetzt aus Deutschland einen islamischen Staat machen? Wie zum Beispiel?
Laut den Werken ist das so, dass man, wenn man in der Mehrheit ist, wie Sie auch erklärt haben, sind wir dafür befohlen, Deutschland einzunehmen, auf jeden Fall.
Also es ist eine islamische Pflicht, auch Deutschland einzunehmen.
These are the people the American left was letting in. That's why you had ICE protests in Los Angeles where people were waving the Mexican flag. Because in their belief, America is stolen land, it's illegitimate, and California used to be a part of Mexico, so they're coming to take it back. And that's why they're so against ICE, because they philosophically believe that every illegal Mexican in California has a historical right to be there. And they are blatantly in violation of United
Okay, let
States
me
federal
pause that.
immigration.
And I'll explain a little bit more in detail. That is due to the treaty that was signed after the American Mexican War, and we
Hmm.
gained California from Mexico. We did pay them a very fair price, but they teach their children over in Mexico that we did not and that we stole it from them. And a lot of the kids that are raised there are taught that and they believe it. So that is why, again, the historical point I'm bringing up, they teach their version of history over there, and it's not the same as our history. And yeah,
And so
um,
we have two opposing views on that. So are you saying that the
and they
United
were
States,
raised to believe that California was actually theirs, and that is
right?
why they feel they are not illegal in California.
I see.
hmm So that one there is an actual historical context to, but most of them that are everywhere else in the United States are full of shit. So you know, there's that.
I mean, if that's the
Morons.
you know, here we go again about what land belongs to who.
Well, it was a stalemate and we came to an agreement. It was written down. They got their money. We got the land. It was not stolen because we defeated them. No, this was a agreement. Hey, since we're done fighting, I'll give you this much money for this land. You go ahead and have fun in yours. There was, I mean, like I said, it was after the American Mexican War.
Right.
So why are they still pissed they lost California, but they're forgetting that, they willingly sold it for money,
Well, it's
actual
the
gold?
same, right? It's the same as the indigenous tribes that we purchased land from, and
Yeah,
they
but
were
there were a
given
few
money.
times that the settlers did backtrack on it and they shorted them and they swindled
Yeah,
sometimes, but not all.
right. But it still occurred, right?
But
So,
then
I
again, the
mean,
natives done the same in return to them. So, I mean,
right,
there were times that they had swindled people. Take your
exactly.
pick. Like I
So
said,
it's short of what you want another war and
there ain't going to
see
be
who
another
takes
war
it.
over it.
Yeah. All
Other
right.
than the war of us taking out the cartels, because those motherfuckers are trying to take out everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to get rid of them. But
Right.
honestly, with how deep rooted they are and in how many countries they're in, I I don't think we'll ever get to the bottom of it. Mexico let this go for so damn long. It
Mm-hmm.
is now a global problem, and
Correct.
it's not right.
Correct. You'd be
So,
right.
uh-huh. There is that. All right. Let's get through this.
Immigration law. That's why, despite not wanting to go back to Mexico, they're proudly waving the Mexican flag in California. And if you import millions of people into your state who don't assimilate into the culture, who don't know English, California becomes American territory in name only. But here's a clip from Denmark where an immigrant is taunting a Danish man to his face, telling him, "We have 5 kids, you guys only have 1 kid. In 10 or 15 years, this will be our country, and there's nothing you can do about it."
Stjerner resten af livet, mand. Vi får 5 børn, I får 1 og 2. Om 10-15 år, så er der flere pakker, end der er danskere i det her land. Ja, Rasmus. Gå og fød lidt børn, mand. Jeg er lige blevet gift. Jeg skal også have 5 børn i morgen. Gå og fød flere børn, mand. Danskerne er 5 millioner, de er snart udryddet, mand. Kig på svenskerne, kig på nordmændene, kig på finnerne, mand. Vi er flere millioner, mand. I er i et samfund, der ikke laver, I ligger og boller dyr. Det er derfor, I ikke har fået børn, mand.
I mean, these people are getting bold. This is the end result of the left's suicidal empathy. They get so much personal satisfaction out of virtue signaling, they are willing to hand over their country, their tradition, their culture, their history to foreign invaders because, oh man, that's the compassionate thing to do. That's why here soon I'm actually going to make a pretty long video debunking the left's claim that compassion and empathy are what should dictate governing a country. But the last thing I'm going to show you is a British politician openly admitting on TV she cares more about the rights of illegal immigrants than she does her own legal constituents. This is insane.
Your lawyers, under your guidance, have said in terms that the rights of asylum seekers are more important than the rights of local people in Epping Forest. Would you at least acknowledge that that is what they will hear? And it's up to you. Ministers can say, we agree with that, or we don't agree with it. You can't simply say, let's balance things. Do you agree with what your lawyers said, or don't you?
Yes, of course we do.
Now, we all know this is what the American left believes. They just haven't blatantly said it yet quite like that. But I mean, all their actions have pointed to that belief. I mean, labeling an El Salvadorian MS-13 gang member as a Maryland dad. This is why Donald Trump getting elected was the most important event of the 21st century. In my mind, it's not even close. Donald Trump getting elected might have saved Western civilization entirely. There have been humongous anti-immigration protests popping up all over Europe. The globalist agenda is getting rejected across the world. And it wouldn't have happened unless the American citizens were ballsy enough to stand up and say, we've had enough. This inspired the citizens of Europe to look and say, well, if they're doing it in America, then we can do it here too. We can finally talk about this issue that we've been silenced into accepting, called a racist, called a bigot. If we didn't accept the mass importation of people who are now so bold they're telling us to our face that they're trying to take over our country, eradicate our culture, and turn Europe into an Islamic continent. And we get down in America, don't get me wrong, but Europeans are crazy when they want a revolution. And I personally think the backlash, the pendulum swing we're going to see in Europe, when their politicians are openly admitting they care more about illegal immigrants than actual citizens, is going to make the mass deportations in America look like child's play.
But I also want to point out, look how the right handles this by screaming, Israel's controlling the world. Jews are controlling the world. But
Mm-hmm.
in plain sight, Muslim is legit. Muslims and Islamic people, the radicals, are taking over
Correct.
in
And
plain sight.
we've done previous videos, set 2 for sure, could be 3. Take a look at our videos on Dearborn, and I always get it wrong. I want to say Hamtramck, but that's not it.
Hamtramck.
Thank you, Hamtramck. I'll get it one day. Take a look at, they wanted to build an Islamic center down in Texas.
Yep.
They're still, that's huge. Philadelphia
Minneapolis.
is building 10 new mosques for them. So they have been welcomed with open arms, and we have witnessed what has happened up in Michigan, where they basically have said we're taking over. So,
Mm-hmm.
people, get your shit together.
Oh, yes, please do. Get it together.
You need to vote
Because it's
appropriately.
bad.
I mean, yeah, we have, Ilhan Omar, open Islamic, uh,
Yep.
has pledged allegiance to Somalia.
Yeah.
Has pledged allegiance to Somalia. I don't
She don't
know
give a
how.
shit about America. America's a means to an end.
Correct. I don't know how she could do that and still be in Congress. I really don't.
Because people are stupid.
Okay, take a look at crazy Rashida Tlaib. She is
I remember that
from.
bitch when I lived in Michigan. She's nuts.
She is absolutely crazy. Take a look at AOC. Bernie
Yep. She's
Sanders.
not Muslim, but she's stupid.
No, but but they espouse the
The
oh,
same
what's the word?
rhetoric. Bullshit.
Yes, thank you. That's what I was kind of trying to look for. Yeah, it's ridiculous. You guys better wake up. Right now, probably by the time we air this video,
Mm-hmm.
Zofran will be mayor of New York City. And
That's scary. New York's gonna fall bad.
yes, it is. And the only thing I can say at this point is, I was hoping something could be done. Crazy B said, you guys are going to be voting for him. You're the ones that want him. You deserve what you get. So if he does become mayor, at this point, I'm sorry, but I am now switching my stance on him, and I'm going over to Crazy B's side. And you MFers deserve everything you get. And I'm sorry to say this, but I hope that New York City does fall because
Mhm.
we need a wake up call in this country.
I mean, look how
We,
California's turned out from the stupid commie wannabes.
yeah,
It's fallen. Look at Portland, Oregon. They're all
yes.
fallen, but yet those people left and they're still voting for the stupid shit that led to that in the first place. They fled because their own voting policies got them into shit and they just take it elsewhere and repeat because they don't know how to see the
So,
pattern.
right. So the majority of Californians moved to Texas and Arizona. Say the
Parts of
majority,
Florida.
okay? Parts of Florida. They took their same damn democratic policies with them. They
Mhm.
didn't learn any lesson. They fled California because it was such a shithole. They actually have an app to see the shit where the shit piles are in San Francisco. There's an actual app. And
Mhm.
so they fled. The people that could get out got out. There was actual stats where what's the name of the rental truck thing?
U-Haul.
U-Haul. Yeah, U-Haul couldn't keep up demand because people wanted out so bad. So you
Mhm.
sons of bitches got out. You got out and you moved to these other states and you took your shit with you. And
Yes.
you're voting these idiots into office and you're ruining the other states. I think it's like the
Uh-huh.
little, perhaps Crazy B, it's not about you know what? I never thought about it this way. Perhaps it's not about the illegals per se voting. Perhaps it's about getting the American voter into purple and red states and flipping them, maybe,
That could
perhaps.
be.
Because you
That
look at
could
Texas.
be.
Well, you look at Texas, Austin,
Well, because if you
Houston.
think about it, they know that most people are stupid and they're going to continue to vote their pattern. And so they make it bad when those rich people who voted for all this stupidity move elsewhere. They then go ahead and bring those policies and push them in our areas and it continues to spread. It's an invasion through
Yes,
the minds of the people.
yes.
It's what happened to Russia way back in the day. It's how China ended up where it was. I mean,
Mhm.
it's been an ongoing problem. I mean, like I said, it's not the first time there's been these kinds of invasions. The Catholics took advantage of the travel to the United States and the open lands to spread the word because they pretty much conquered Europe and parts of the Middle East, and then it spread from there. Then we had the various other things like the insane communist beliefs, the fascist beliefs that took over Europe and led to two world wars. I mean, these unfortunately do go in waves and patterns, and
Yes,
you just got to ride it out and
right,
pray you survive it until sanity prevails again.
right. But I'm worried that that's the problem. Sanity is gone out the window. That
Oh,
we've lost
sanity
it.
always comes back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it just takes a few years.
Well, you know, 2026 is just around the corner, people. Vote accordingly. Look at your candidates. See what their positions are and vote accordingly. That's all I can say.
Please vote accordingly and not in line with all of our tax dollars not protecting us. Like,
Correct.
seriously, just because you're doing good does not mean everybody else that is American is making it. Okay?
Correct.
And Americans need to come first on this one.
Right. You
It
might have
really needs to be America first.
you might have the money and can afford a lot of things, but there are many of us that cannot. As I said, I personally know people that are food deprived, housing deprived. Uh, most Americans in this country, we did a video last week where I went on a rampage about, savings and how I felt bad. I just talked to my daughter in law who was, oh my gosh, the shutdown has to end. All these people aren't going to get paid their SNAP benefits. And again, I am not heartless. My heart aches for all of these people. But we had a
Mhm.
discussion on being unable to save in this country. Everything's got to be instant gratification, uh,
Yup.
paycheck to paycheck. You should have 2 to 3 months worth of savings in the event these situations occur. I, unfortunately, am of the mindset that I want to see us hit day 71 of the shutdown. When that happens, Donald Trump can fire 750,000 federal workers, and that will help us reduce the size of government. Now, that'll probably obviously go all the way to the Supreme Court, but I say go for it. Every day people in this country get laid off with no severance package, benefits package, anything.
Yup.
You're called on a Friday and you're said thank you for your service, but hopefully you have some PTO time and maybe some money in your 401k.
Not likely.
Yeah, but every day people are laid off, and
No one
when the
gives a
government
fuck about them.
right, and when the government does go back, these people will get back pay. So,
Mhm.
you're able to go to your landlord and say, "Look, I don't know when we're gonna get paid, but,
The
some"
landlord ain't gonna give two shits. I don't know when I'm gonna get paid. The
Right,
bank ain't gonna give a shit about when you get your
right,
back pay. They
right.
need their money right then.
So, I'm sorry, but I'm drawing a red line in the sand on this one. I know it probably won't make the 71 days, but because that's pretty, uh, with the holidays coming up, I think there'll be a lot of pressure. With Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, I think there'll be a lot of pressure for him to get people back to work. Uh, and the thought was that Chuck Schumer deliberately uh, did not put up the vote because of the No Kings protests that happened yesterday,
We'll
October
know
the
more
8th,
on Monday.
October the 18th, Saturday, and we will be doing coverage on that on the 22nd and 23rd of October. So if you haven't watched that, go back and please watch that as well. So I don't know where we'll be at the airing of this, but again, I'm sorry. I have been in very tough situations myself. I know that you have Crazy B as well, and
Mhm.
I just think America has to bite the bullet on this one per se and do what needs to be done. And I hear a choo-choo train.
Yes, it's
Woo-hoo!
that time of night.
Woo-hoo! I wish I lived near a train. I love the sound of them. Woo-woo!
They can get
Right.
annoying.
Now, well, when I used to work and had to cross over the tracks, it was annoying. But I enjoy to listen to a train. But I guess with that all being said,
Mhm.
illegal immigration is going to continue. And Crazy B and I talked about this. This is going to be ongoing until Trump leaves office, and we don't know what will happen in 2028. I actually saw a poll from Fox News that shows Gavin Newsom up over JD Vance right now. So, people, get your.
I'm gonna call that a delusional poll.
No, I'm just saying that's what it said, and I didn't put it out because it's way too early and probably, as
I
you
hear
said,
a
bull.
kitty. Oh my
You
god,
hear?
that's so funny.
Uh huh.
He's
Is it? Yeah.
desperately wanting in.
Yeah. Who is that? No, he wants out. His one is in, one is out. Hey, go around. You can go through my
Normally,
bedroom.
normally I can't hear them. He was
Uh
having
huh.
a fit.
Yeah, he wants his sister. Yeah, one's
Well,
in,
then go
one's out.
find her.
Well, they can get in through my bedroom door. So why they're insisting,
On coming through the
hey,
closed door is beyond me.
come here. Oh, that's Jekyll. That's not Hyde. Come here, Jekyll. What are you doing, huh? Come here.
He's
Yeah,
like, I
you're a
have
good
come
boy.
to harass you.
Uh huh. They listen better than the dog. Wherever I go in the house, they follow me like the dog does. I have 3 of them, and then soon to be a toddler. The baby will be walking eventually. I'll
Hmm.
have four things chasing me through the house. I'll be calling you, help! I need help.
It'll be good.
Oh fudge. Anyway,
Uh,
all
no, I
right.
know.
So
Danny wanted to add something in to our topic. Danny,
okay.
you wanted to add something in? Tell me. And
It's a city council meeting in Dearborn, Michigan. Dearborn, Michigan,
yeah,
with the people speaking at the council meeting, and one of which was a Baptist.
come a little closer so the mic can pick you up.
It was a Baptist preacher. He was a white gentleman addressing information of the Dearborn mayor is now a
Yeah, Sharia
yeah,
nut job. Yes, I've
yeah,
been
yeah,
following.
and the people that they look up to as their leader, whatever, posted some information on Facebook that said anybody that doesn't adhere or follow the new laws and rules that's going to be applied to Dearborn, that they, in so many words, is saying there's going to be violence.
Hmm.
And so that preacher came up there and wanted to bring that topic up.
He could take it above the town and take it to the
And
state law and have it
as soon
revoked.
as he started to bring it up, the mayor stopped him in his tracks and said, "The day that you move out of this city is the day that we're going to parade on the streets. We don't want you here."
Yeah.
That's what they
Yeah, I
told
saw
him.
that. Yeah, I saw
So
that.
Dee said she saw that.
yeah.
Yep.
So that is insane.
Somebody needs to take it to the higher laws because what they're doing is illegal.
Well, guess what now? They got the chief of police of Dearborn is
Is
now
Muslim, and they are requiring hijabs.
Other government positions now are
Yeah, they
with
put
their,
all
Yeah.
the Muslim
so they
jobs.
got all
Yeah,
control of Dearborn right now.
Yeah, the people who left the Middle East to get away from this radical stuff are now stuck back in it.
Yes, exactly.
yep.
Yeah,
And they're forcing them to. They're gonna change some of the rules and laws of Dearborn.
I know. And it's going to, and Hamtramck's right behind them.
And if anybody
And
that
it's in Scottsville too. Now too.
yeah, they already got Muslims
They're in Scottsville and they're coming
They
here.
have some here too.
Yeah.
Not as many as in Scottsville.
Oh yeah.
They
The Walmart.
Okay. Just don't give away this location for the safety of others. Okay.
Yeah,
You could use surrounding towns. I know, Scottsville, yeah. But it's
that particular Scottsville
That needs to be
over
exposed.
there, it was at night. There was 20 of them right by the container part of the gas station where they I don't know what they were doing, but there was 15 of them standing there.
You said 20 a second ago.
Or 15, 20. I don't know. I didn't sit there and go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so a large group.
Large number.
A decent group.
Yeah, decent large number. And
but they got they're running a gas station, a cigar place, a hotel place, and also they're partnering with this.
There's a cop too.
Oh yeah, there's a police officer.
Yep.
And again, as long as they don't want to force their religion on us, I'm okay.
Unfortunately, that's what's happening.
Oh, they're starting to push.
They're gonna start. They're already having meetings. That's why
You
people
need
are
to let
selling.
Sterling know that.
People are already selling farms.
Oh,
Tons.
Yeah.
They're selling out like hotcakes.
people are running from it instead of standing their ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
You need to expose it.
Instead of run and hide, stand your ground.
Send Sterling a little message
Hey,
about that.
Phil, if you ever get a chance and you see that again, grab some video footage. All right.
You need to let Sterling know.
I
So
will.
everybody can spread it.
I will. But before you lay down, we hold on.
All right.
No, because
Okay.
before you lay down, before you get done, before anything closes, I am out of the strong nicotine again. They keep leaking. I don't mind if it's Juul up at that gas station or
Depends on how much.
if you have enough. Yes. So while you're looking at that, yeah, I already have an outro we can use, D, so you don't got to worry.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna try having Phil get some footage of what's going on around here.
It needs to be exposed.
Yeah.
Because this is in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky.
Right.
Backwoods, Kentucky. Redneck, Kentucky. And they're fleeing this instead of standing their ground since when?
Yeah, it needs to be exposed now.
So
especially them in Michigan. Poor guys up there.
That Michigan gets what it deserves.
Well, that's our hometown. So
I don't give a fuck.
It doesn't fucking matter.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Michigan right now. Michigan's fucking insane.
Yeah, they are. But
yeah. But
yeah, we just need to let everybody know. So spread the word.
We are spreading the word.
That's all we wanted.
But I do wonder how many of them here are here illegally and hiding out.
And they said they told Trump, "Good luck. There's more of us in Chicago. You can send all your people. We got more people than you." Is what they were saying about the Trump about the immigration.
Yeah.
They said tell Trump to send them. There's more of us than them, of the U.S. Navy, Army, whatever. So that needs to be exposed too.
Yeah, but they're delusional, by the way, because.
But still, it needs to be known.
It is known. People talk about it all the time, but we've literally shown footage of them. They're not. Okay, I'll explain this to you when you get back. It's too much to explain right now. Oh my lord! See what family does? I will edit most of, like a good chunk of this out, and just have the conversation with Phil brought in.
Yeah.
And about what's going on with that, because it was on the lines of what we've been talking about. These people coming in and taking over.
Exactly. And that's the
Mm-hmm.
scary part. I told you there's a mosque up near me. You know, they bought a farm and they built a mosque. And since it's been built, I have only seen men. I have never seen a woman nor a child.
Well, because the
None.
women aren't allowed to be part of the religious practice.
I understand. You would think that there would be somebody that would be babysitting, or was my
They're all
understanding
at
that
home.
it was my understanding that they were permitted in some mosques to be up like on the second floor or down in a basement area.
For cooking needs, usually. But I don't know how they get in and out. That's probably not through the front door.
Right.
And who knows? Again, you're not going to see many women like you would see at a Christian church.
Right. But you would think
You're
that
never going to see that.
they've been there over 10 years. And I'm saying I have never seen not one woman nor one child. Always young adult men. Always.
Mm-hmm.
And
Unfortunately, that's all who's really allowed to practice.
The
Boys
issue,
can't practice until they're in their teens. They're
yeah,
not allowed to practice the religion, and women and girls, not at all. So they all just stay home. You're not going to really see them out and about.
yeah.
It's sad.
Issue is the location of where they're at. It has been publicly discussed that they would have the potential, if something were to occur, they would be able to get onto 4 major U.S. highways and you would not find them.
Mhm.
There's that concern as well.
There's a
I don't know.
lot going on. It's
Yeah,
really scary.
yes, it is. And again, I am not, racist as far as a natural progression that would have occurred in the country.
Mhm.
And however, this push where you're being told, like we've seen in other countries, and we've witnessed it up in Michigan in the reports that we've done, where they have openly said they're here to take over. And, they're having 4 kids to our 1 kid, which is true.
They are.
And
But
most,
we're
yeah,
also trying to live within our means.
true. And
They are
they're
not,
utilizing,
because they've
and
got
they're getting
lots of people who are going to help out. We
yeah,
don't
and
have that kind of community anymore. Ours
uh-huh.
got torn apart by the Democrats and the commie groups that have started to take over.
And they're utilizing, when you have that many kids, they're utilizing federal and state and local programs, such as SNAP, such as WIC.
Mhm.
They're getting the services.
Yeah, it's scary when they start pushing to take over the communities. Either stand your ground or lose it. Your choice,
Yep.
folks. Don't just sit back and bitch. Vote accordingly. Get involved in your politics. Say hell no. You're
Hmm.
allowed to.
And run for office if you can.
Mhm. Before it gets to the radicals getting into making the laws for your area. You
Right.
have a say, you have options. Vote
Oh,
again, vote accordingly. But honestly, I hate to say this because I know it sounds black pilled and everybody's going to end up hating me for it. But if you look at the progression of history, this was bound to happen, and it's just going to run its course. And in a few hundred years, it'll be long gone like all the others. I hate to
well,
say history is running its course.
it's repeating itself, and I'll be dead. You know what I mean? You'll still be here. Uh, you'll have a long life when I'm gone. And
Yeah. And I'll do my best to stand my ground.
I'll do my best from wherever I'm at, up or down, to help you out. But we're, uh, I'm more concerned about the grandchildren than I am anything else. What kind of life are they going to have?
Mhm. Well, it's going to be a tough one. If their faith is strong, it'll be like again when the Catholics went after the pagans and the Druids and all the other groups. They had to
Right.
hide, and when the scientists had to sneak around and have buried tunnels and all that to practice math and other sciences. It's just history all over again, and it sucks. It really does suck.
And we're in the
And all
middle
we
of
can do is teach what we can, pass on what we can, and pray for the best.
it. Yep. So, with that being said, and it being a Sunday evening, I have prayers for all of you. I wish everybody the best. I don't mean to come off as a hard ass. I really don't. But some things just, we have to buckle down and we have to bite the bullet and we have to do. And
Mm-hmm.
if we don't, we're going to be in for some deep shit.
Uh-huh. But this is how it always goes. And
Right?
again, everyone sits there and says it's the Jews trying to control the world. Not really. I don't see them going around forcing conversions and stuff like that.
I don't
Convert or
either.
die. I don't see
Exactly.
that happening.
I agree. I've never seen it.
I don't see them moving in mass to all these other countries and getting involved into their politics and stuff and starting to change their laws. I don't see anything like that.
Right.
And again, this is me looking at a big picture.
Right.
And to me, it seems almost like a psyop. Like they're like, oh, it's the, everyone's being told, look at the Jewish people, blame the Jewish people, when in reality, they're the ones who are doing the wrong. It's a classic misdirection.
Right.
And I have a feeling I'll get a lot of hate for that comment and that stance, but look at it seriously. It's not the first
Yeah.
time this has happened in
Don't,
history.
right. Don't come at it from an emotional standpoint. Look at it from
Logical.
a logical and objective standpoint. If there's information that you have that you'd like us to take a look at, feel free to drop it in the comments section,
As
or
long as it won't get us kicked off of YouTube
right, we'll take a look at it.
or the feds
And
coming at our door.
correct. And with that being said, however, anything that we have said or we have shown you, if you don't like, please go do your own research. Just don't say, they're two idiot women or whatever. Please go take a look up for yourself. Do a little bit of research. It only takes a couple clicks. That's all. And
Mm-hmm.
you'll find out what you need to. So let's become more informed and more active in your community and in the United States. And with that, I'm done, Crazy Bee, because if not, I'll just keep going and I won't
I
stop.
know.
So,
I am in the same boat. I got to call it a night. It's already going on 8:30 here. So
yep.
yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'll call it a night.
Okay, well, everybody, thank you for joining Rex Sisters. Please don't forget to like, follow, comment if you so choose, subscribe, and share. We really need to get our likes and follows and subscribes up so that we can start getting some monetization, and we'll go from there. And with that, I'm hungry, as usual.
All right. Stay safe, stay sane, stay sober. We'll catch you on the next one.
All right, everyone, have a good night.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.